Muchas gracias por continuar en la señal del canal del Congreso. Nos encontramos en el marco de la 19ª Reunión Interparlamentaria México-Canadá. Nos encontramos en este momento con el señor Andrew Scheer, vocero o presidente de la Cámara de los Comunes canadiense. Mr. Speaker, thank you very much for this interview.
It's a great pleasure to be here. Mucho gusto.
Thank you very much. What is the relevance of these interparliamentary meetings?
I think these kinds of meetings allow for parliamentarians of all parties to meet with their counterparts in a bilateral context. We all know that diplomacy is carried out usually by the executive branch of government, but these interparliamentary meetings allow for a parliamentary diplomacy that I think adds to the dynamic ties between Mexico and Canada.
The Mexican delegation had very clear issues. That will be the visas and the mining company, the Canadian mining companies. But what were the main requests or issues brought by the Canadian delegation?
I think Canada has a wide variety of interests in Mexico, some commonalities. We face many of the same challenges, and we've been very pleased with the support we've received from Mexico, for example, on issues with non-tariff barriers with the United States. Country of origin labeling is something that has affected Canada and Mexico, and we've been supportive of each other's efforts to rectify these types of situations. So enhancing trade ties as well. Canada has just signed an historic trade deal with Europe, but many people look to NAFTA as the original model for these types of comprehensive trade agreements. So as Canada looks to diversify its trading interests around the world, Mexico is such a natural partner. So finding new opportunities for economic ties. We also touched on regional security, areas where Canada can assist Mexico in combating organized crime, and where Mexico can assist Canada in terms of helping with a global partnership to combat human trafficking and things like that. So there's a lot of issues to talk about today.
And this year in special, there was a special interest in energy cooperation.
Absolutely. As you mentioned, the Canadian mining companies, Canadian natural resource companies have a very good reputation around the world. They've become experts in the fields. We are very sensitive to some of the issues that are raised in Latin America in terms of the impact on local communities. So it's important for us to hear that, but we also want to focus on the positive aspects of natural resource development, the prosperity that can bring, the added jobs. We also talked about enhancing investment, the opportunities for bilateral investment in each other's countries. And another topic was labor mobility. There's many thousands of Mexicans come to Canada to work in seasonal industries. This is made possible by a special Canadian program, a Canadian government program, and it adds much to the Canadian economy, and of course the laborers who come from Mexico, it aids them as well. So it's one of those mutually beneficial programs.
There was say that it's a clear development in the visa issue. They were saying that maybe with the visit of Prime Minister Stephen Harper there will be an official announcement maybe?
Well, I can't speak to what might come out of that type of meeting, but I think that there's a sincere desire on the Canadian part to resolve the issue. We heard a lot about the visa issue today. The Mexican senators and deputies brought it up several times. They didn't want it to become the only thing talked about, but we recognize that it's a very important thing for the Mexican Congress. And I think it's safe to say that there's a path towards resolution, and it's a matter of some steps being achieved.
About these all issues in overall, how to make ends meet between the two parts, the two countries, how to make common goals.
I think these types of visits are a big part of it. We will be interested in hosting the 20th session. It's my desire to have that session in Canada in 2014 because it's such an important year. There's many anniversaries coming along with the recognition of diplomatic ties, the history of NAFTA, the seasonal worker program, and it'll be the 20th. So 2014 would be a great year to host it. It would also fit in with our election cycle in Canada because we have elections in 2015. So these types of meetings are a big part of it. as you mentioned, Prime Minister Harper will be visiting Mexico. That also further enhances the relationship. I was very pleased to meet with your president before he was even sworn in, after he was elected, but before the official inauguration. So there's a lot of high-level meetings back and forth, and I think that absolutely leads to the improved relationship between our two countries.
So let's hope that next year will be a very important year for the relation. And thank you very much for this interview. Muchas gracias. Continúan en la señal del Congreso.